What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. This is your Empress Alba la Panthera, and I'm here to deliver a spiritual, intuitive message for you all. This is collective, all signs invited. You take what resonates, and like you already know, you leave the rest. And the rest that you are leaving will be used or utilized when your experiences see fit. Okay? So, depending on the destination or where you're going, determines what tools you'll be using from that toolbox. As you all know or may not know, we have the new moon in Gemini tomorrow, June 10th at 6:52 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at 19 degrees of Gemini. 19 degrees is, you're literally looking at a new moon, which talks about a clean slate, potential, and dreams, manifesting, right? That energy with the mixture of the Nine of Wands pushing through towards the Ten of Swords to get that clarity of the Ace of Swords, which is strength in spite of adversity, positive life enhancements, new beginnings, clear thinking. So basically breaking through obstacles to get to the other side. So obviously to get to the other side, you have to get through things. And to get through things, you have to be aware of those signs and synchronicities that you need to follow. Being aware, staying on top of what you need to stay on top of. Not doing overwhelmed, focusing on what's important. Everything is not going to be important at the same exact time. So focus on what's important. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what's really going on, because this is a really good time to accept what you know and what you don't know. Gemini, the duality of both, or two, positive and negative. Okay, so we're going to see what the collective energy is, starting with the Moonology Oracle deck. If you need to book a personal reading with me, that information will be in my description box below. Okay, thank you for all of you who are returning, and new subscribers, welcome. Here we go. Let's see what messages Spirit has for you all. Okay. Message for the collective, Spirit. New moon in Gemini, solar eclipse. What is the message for the collective? New moon in Gemini, solar eclipse. What is the message for Gemini? Conclusions are within reach. Now, this is a full moon eclipse. We just had one in Sagittarius, which was a super blood moon. The full moons are all about results, forgiveness, and gratitude. We have another full moon coming up at the end of this month on the 24th, which is a Thursday on a Jupiter day. And we have the new moon also happening on a Jupiter day tomorrow. So Jupiter in itself is about expansion. So this energy in it overall is going to be expanded. Now, the next full moon you have is going to be in Capricorn. What I'm feeling from this Gemini, new moon in Gemini energy, when it comes to the paternal or masculine energy, you want to be mindful of how the communication is being relayed. Therefore, not to get into an argument or allow that masculinity within you to take control over you the way the ego would. Next card we have, your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. Now this was actually the blue moon that occurred October 31st during Scorpio season, the season of change, transformation, death, and rebirth, the season of also inheritance, sexuality, as well as bad habits and enemies. Then we have the answers you need are coming. So this new moon energy is pulling up full moon energy, which means you'll be able to experience the fullness of this new beginning, even the Ace of Swords for some of you, which talks about justice, authority, clarity, clear thinking, and new beginnings, strength in spite of adversity. Okay? And this could also be some of you who are Cancerians or born between 622 to 627, or that time frame may mean something to you. If it does, pay attention. Okay? You have this moment with this new moon in Gemini to feel what you know and what you don't know and make sense of it by allowing yourself to go with your intuition, which was the energy you were able to pull in around Taurus season during the full moon in Scorpio, okay, which talks about releasing negativity. The more you were able to release, the more you were able to pull back in when it came into your power, okay? So for something to complete, something has to end, as well as a plan. What is the plan? The vision. For some of you, the plan is simply the vision. Trust in your heart, okay? And the image is creating within your mind, because the answers you need are coming with this new moon in Gemini now. Don't sleep. This occurred during Sagittarius season, November 30th, the full moon in Gemini, okay? Which is also having to do with Mercury and Sagittarius energy as well. And Mercury is more so your perception in relation to the external world, not your perception about what you consider to be true. So we have different scenarios here. There's completions going on. There's something that's starting but needs a plan. And then you also have the answers that are coming. So you have the ending, the beginning, and then the process. All of this happening as long as you are in the space of wanting to see the results of doing the shadow work, which led you into forgiveness, then we can see this newness happening, right? At the bottom of the deck, we have the new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. Okay? Here we have that solar plexus energy, believing that you can. In order for you to believe that you can, you have to have a clean slate. To have a clean slate, you have to have forgiveness and gratitude. To have gratitude, you have to have forgiveness. So focus on what's important. Okay? So that way you can be in alignment with what your motive is, because your motive is behind your intentions. And here we come with the full circle, because your intentions are those things that's allowing that which you see in your reality to occur. And if it's not confidence, then you're going to receive a lot of things that's going to have you feeling fear, an illusion of fear, because you created this within your mind's eye. At the top of the deck, we have full moon in Scorpio. So there's that. There's that. At the top of the deck, what's covering all of this right now is that it's time to release negativity, because we're having a solar eclipse in Gemini, and you're being encouraged to be in the moment with what you know or what you don't know, and the fact that you may not be able to make sense of it. Sounds like your intuition. It sounds like allowing your heart to control your mind. That's the answer. Allow your heart to control your mind. Your dreams are going to need a practical plan. The practical plan is coming from the heart because Taurus is related to self-worth, Venus energy, core values. Conclusions are within reach. They're within you, but you must first have to remove things that's going to allow you to come into this space of forgiveness so that you can express gratitude. So now we can start this process and move forward with our truth or within our truths. New moon in Gemini energy it's going to be something interesting. I'll tell you that. Let's see what we got here. What is the message, angels and ancestors, and the energy related to this message for the collective? Here we go. Here we go. We have deceit, cornucopia, and shapeshifter. It don't get no realer than this right now. It was around 11:11 on the timer. Deceit, cornucopia, and shapeshifter. This right here is basically telling you, once you realize the energies that you're surrounded by is the answer to where you're headed, then you can see the truth as to what it is that you truly have around you. Okay? Because in order for you to follow your heart, you have to make sure that you're not around things that is tainting that heart space of yours, where you won't be able to see this plan clearly. That is a cornucopia of blessings, a plethora and abundance of everything that you want, of gifts, of health, of love, joy, peace, bliss. Once you do that, you'll be able to transform and unveil your gifts, showing the high priest within you as an emperor and empress, a balanced divine feminine and masculine. Okay? The answers you need are coming. Here we are. Allowing yourself to balance every aspect of yourself to rise up to becoming an empress or an emperor. Being mindful of the language that you use when you refer to yourself and others. That's all a part of deceit as well. Especially when you're on a divine life journey, purpose, process, however you want to call it. Okay? The conclusion or resolution to every problem will always be within you. So you have to make sure that you're believing in your truths and not deceiving yourself. Okay? Let's go to the tarot here. We have conclusions are within reach. When it comes to deceit, you're being guided by spirit. Number 7. For some of you, this could have to do with your perception of the world around you. Okay? How you're communicating with the world around you. Is it refined? Is it balanced? Does it bring you peace? Okay? Aquarius energy, 11th house energy, Mercury, 3rd house energy, Gemini energy. I'm feeling from this. We have the 8 of Wands, which is Mercury in Sag. Some of you could be involved with a fire sign or an air sign. But with this, we have the conclusions that are within you are all coming from a divine space that allows you to perceive the world from a divine point of view and not the ego. But you have to be willing to allow yourself to follow or align and communicate with that truth. Sagittarius energy, ninth house energy, Queen of Wands, stepping into your power. Queen of Wands, we have a time period of March 20th to April 22nd. But this could also refer to someone born December 4th to the 10th. Someone who's generous, honest, loyal. Okay. This person is also quick-witted, wise. They know what their purpose in life is. Don't deceive yourself from these newfound ideas that Mercury retrograde and Saturn retrograde is showing you about all of the 10 of Wands or burdens that you've experienced or deceit that you've experienced, especially when it comes to your emotions attached to memories of the way people around you may have handled you. You know, instead of being around people who actually support you, you're around people who are, you know, who got one eye open on you. Conclusions are within reach. Validate yourself. You getting all the answers anyway. You got the foresight. You have the insight. Some of you may need to step away for some time. Focus on your image, your career, your goals, what it is that you want to achieve. Okay, in order to tap into those conclusions that are within you, you're stepping away. Yep, within you, the moon, deep within. This could also be someone holding back a truth about their person, their actual image or their life, or mishandling a role here. Let's see. We have the Six of Cups. Talks about past life. Scorpio energy. Identity. Purpose and will to exist. What are the truths that you're discovering about your past when it comes to your purpose and will to exist? What caused you to gain all of this strength to keep aligning with the ability to push through? Is what Spirit, I feel like, wants you to reanalyze here to get to the conclusions, because some of you are asking about what is this deceit. Some of you, it's yourself. Deeply hidden information that allows you to be deep, profound wisdom here. Deep, profound wisdom from deceive. It's like you know what you need to do, when you need to do it, why you want to do it, where you're going to do it. All of the W's, even how. Because you're connected to something much profound, otherworldly. Okay? It's deeply rooted. But as long as you're around deception, you won't be able to unlock that energy fully. You'll have glimpses or sparks of it, but not the full 100 and beyond. Okay? Let's see here. Full 100. We got the 10 of Pentacles here. Mercury and Virgo. There it is. Quick movement with opportunities here. Stable, sustainable opportunities. At the top, ooh, we got the High Priestess. Ooh, yep. Saturn in Libra. It's like once you tune into the growth that you've had within your own consciousness and you set up these boundaries, there are moments when you tap into your deepest, profound intuition, even if you may not even know that you're doing so. This could be happening within your dreams. You're clearing things up here. Let me see something. This was actually that bright because the whole deck. You're clearing things up and taking action within a higher realm, because I'm thinking of the sun is in a much higher position than where you're physically standing or what you can physically see. You can physically see the sun, but if you got a little bit closer, it's not time. Something about this here, don't deceive yourself with time. Don't deceive yourself with time. Victory and success is on its way. Jupiter and Leo. You got Jupiter in Pisces. So it's almost as if your guide is on it. Because your guide is always with you. But the opportunity that is pushing you towards, it's the time that it's taking is it's only for you to get there, to move there. That's taking you time to move there because you're focused on emotions attached to memories about your home, your family, your roots, your mother, your father-in-law for some of you. Things that are close to your heart space that you can feel deeply. The base of it all. Deceiving yourself in matters of you chose this life before entering it to complete a mission or a cycle. And you have the universe having your back, as it always has, to deliver you a new cup, a fresh cup. You just need to open up to it. In order for you to open up to it, you have to step up out of fear, confusion. Okay? Anything that has to do with the ego. And that's anything that will have you in a space of not taking care of what's important. Therefore, now you're becoming overwhelmed. Let's get this moving here with your dreams need a practical plan and cornucopia. So, okay. You align with your core values about what it is that you consider for you to be in a space of emotional security. Right? Your dreams need a practical plan. Let's see. What is this about, Spirit, for the collective? What is this about? Saturn in Libra. Once you know your worth, you know who it is that you need to partner up with based on feedback. So when you respond to certain people, pay attention to the way they respond to you. You must know yourself well enough from the experiences that you've gone through, Saturn in Libra. Okay, if you have actually learned that lesson, you would gain knowledge from the challenge, and applying it is wisdom. 33. Three of Wands. Three of Wands talks about the sun in Aries. The sun is about your identity, purpose, and will to exist, especially when it comes to who you are. When are you going to move forward based on who you are, your truths, your life force? What gives you this vitality to move, to act, to have the courage to take action? Four of Wands is the next one, which talks about Venus and Aries. Venus is your core values, your core. Your core. This is where digestion comes into play, you know, and what you're eating. For some of you, you may need to restrict yourself from certain things that you know have no business being in your body anyway. Okay? Because it's not helping you to align with what it is that you want. And now your willpower is off. Because what you want is your sacral, and with your willpower, what you can do is your solar, which is your stomach area. Okay? And your sacral is right below the navel, just around that area. Some of you may need to just back away from it all to even step into your full power so you can clearly see all of this deception that you've learned from and not move into that space again. Okay, what's this? Page of Cups. Page of Cups is Pisces energy. Within 5 days, a messenger with some news. You could be receiving some news about this blessing. It's coming with the plan. I mean, you do have the solar eclipse coming tomorrow. This is the new moon in Gemini solar eclipse reading. Your dreams need a practical plan. Then we have the Page of Cups, Pisces energy. Jupiter is in Pisces. So all you need to do is take that one small step forward when it comes to the conclusions and completing things from the past. That one small step forward for some of you is going to be a big one because it has to do with forgiveness. It has to do with your emotional challenges. Okay? Balancing every aspect of self. Knowing where you are in space, your spatial awareness, your emotional intelligence, okay, your intuitive intelligence, everything. But they want you to take a small step when it comes to what it is that you feel. So you have to make sure, okay, that remember, we want the heart to communicate with the mind. Therefore, the mind is moving because of the heart, right? So, in order for the heart, for you to get closer to that heart space to even communicate with the mind, you can't be surrounded by deceptive energy. You just can't. Shit don't work that way. And that's the hardest part. Conclusions are within reach to validate oneself and not to have to seek that outward to even feel comfortable enough to even step into something you got no business stepping into, right? So, what is this about here? What is this message about? This could be some assistance coming in for some of you from a younger water sign, someone who is gentle, aesthetic, passionate. Could be helping with business issues, or they could be coming to you. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands talks about Aries now. Aries, here we have the Two of Wands energy. Your use and action of will, going back to Two of Wands, which will be Mars and Aries. This is the Ace of Wands, but this is an Aries card with that reference point. So this Ace of Wands is what's going to allow you to use your power wisely, especially as it relates to the role that you have in this lifetime. Okay, so there's definitely a rebirth that's happening, or will have to happen in order for you to receive this blessing, which is in alignment to Gaia, Earth, earthly energy, or what your soul intended for you to do coming into this earthly realm anyway. But you had to align with your core values, and a lot of that alignment to your core values, full moon energy, you would have to forgive and express gratitude. Forgiveness shows, where you actually learned the lessons or completed lessons. Excuse the music. Venus and Virgo at the bottom of the deck. This is someone who has overcome so much. It has taken so much time, but you did what you needed to do. Because we talk about Virgo energy and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it's the one that definitely gets to the finish line. Takes its time, slow and steady, runs the race. Okay? So we definitely have a new beginning here happening. 111 for some of you. Could be seeing that a lot. Congratulations. The final message, my loves. The answers you need are coming for you to transform and unveil your gifts. Okay? Let's see here. Major transformations happening. Transitions happening here. The answers you need are coming. It's time to transform and unveil your gifts. Ooh, the answers you need are coming. This is the Sun or Mercury in Gemini. We have a new moon in Gemini, okay? After this, we got the Ace of Swords. And we got the Ace of Pentacles. So, the answers you need are coming to close out this cycle. And the Ace of Pentacles talks about prosperity, successful ventures, abundance, beginning of prosperity. Okay? Wealth, material achievements, mastering intelligence also, bringing it down, bringing it from the ethers into reality. Definitely a new beginning, moving here. Definitely feeling movement here. You're no longer staying where you used to be and moving somewhere else. Receiving an offer. And at that time is when you'll be able to fully transform and unveil your gifts. And you didn't wait for that moment in particular. Like, telling yourself, I'll do this when I get there. You worked your way to that point. Definitely. For some of you, it's a new home. 4 of Wands, new foundations here. Based on core values of who you are. For some of you, April 1st to the 20th may resonate with you, may not. Check your photos and see what you may have checked, because that could help you kind of regroup. For those of you who may resonate with it, it may not be for everybody. Know that. Alright. Ooh. Definitely the answers you need are coming to end this shit once and for all. Like, I'm loving this right now. Yep. This right here, this is major changes, stepping into full power. And Leo season is coming up. This is someone who's tapped into their creativity, making it work, and multiplying that abundance over and over and over and over again. Because they're willing to transform. They're willing to go through that heat, willing to go through that pressure, and doing everything that is needed or necessary to be done or essential to be done for this transformation to continue to happen. So that way they can continue to help you to transform and unveil your gifts. So we're not stuck. Okay? For some of you, this could also be a Leo. Answers you need are coming about a Leo here. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Mercury and Taurus. The mindset of lack here. There's an ending of the mindset of lack. The answers you need are coming to end this mindset of lack. How do they do that, Spirit? How do they do that? How do they do that? Show them what it is. Show them what it is. What is it? What is it? Follow your intuition. Can't make this shit up. Allow the heart to control the mind. That is the Chariot. The Chariot is the Cancerian energy, which is about your feelings. Okay? What else? What else? What do you need to do with this Chariot? That was the Queen of Cups that went in and out. It's like time is an illusion for your healing process. You need to use discernment within the now, within your experience, and determine what it is and when you're going to move from the space that you're in. when you're going to move. Come up with a strategy. Just look at this. This is the mind and the intuition. Okay? What are you going to do about this truth? That's reliant, that's in your heart space. Here, look at this. What are you going to do with it? They're waiting for you to take action and decide. And the action needs to happen within your mindset. New moon in Gemini solar eclipse. Okay? And the way to do this is accept what you don't know so you can get the fuck up on this chariot. Okay? Stop thinking so much about it. Stop thinking too damn. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. And following your intuition allows you to respond. Because you allow yourself to have a moment and feel. Okay? Let's see. What else? Tell me one more thing here. Knight of Pentacles. There it is. Knight of Pentacles talks about endurance, slow and steady. Trust in the unknown and take it slow and steady. Don't rush it. Rushing is going to have you feeling all of this energy that you've been releasing anyway. Okay? So you can get to this here kind of cornucopia of blessings. Okay? It's time to transform and unveil your gifts. So you must master your thoughts by allowing your thoughts to be guided by your heart. A shapeshifter is someone who is pure within their intentions. And when I mean pure within their intentions, everything they do and say about what it is that they do and say, it's all around them. It radiates off of them. So now they're able to adapt or shift shapes within different realms, different energies. Okay? They're able to take space the way atoms do. And realizing that the universe isn't away from them, but that they are it. Respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Let's close this reading off, y'all, with a animal spirit message. Animal spirit message for the collective, for the new moon in Gemini. New moon in Gemini. New moon in Gemini solar eclipse, animal spirit for the collective. And I'm going to do it for the collective more so because the North Node is in Gemini. So basically, Geminis have the torch or the light guiding the collective through the tunnel. North Node in Gemini talks about focusing on details. Okay? Being able to work or create within your communities or your soul tribes. Alright? Neighborhood activism too, communicating details about the bigger picture being South Node and Sagittarius, because in North Node and South Nodes, they are listed based on the polar opposite. So Gemini and North Node, its polar opposite is Sagittarius, therefore the South Node. So Gemini, wow. We have the elk, the dragon, and the spider so far. Okay. The elk is elk. Wow. Okay. Wow. 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 As a man thinketh, so is he. So here's what's happening right here. Be mindful of the conversations y'all are having with yourselves. This is the solar eclipse right here. Y'all need to trust and thrive in the bigger picture. Okay. You're going through a major transformation. You could possibly be going through that transition right now. Continue to journal what's happening throughout your transition, because come this solar eclipse tomorrow, y'all, it's right here. The solar eclipse is right here. They want me to read that elk message. Wow. Okay. Trust and thrive in the directions you're being headed. Don't get distracted. Y'all heard me say that in a message yesterday. Do not get distracted when it is whatever. I don't listen. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It says stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they make a damn good father, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. When in balance, you're supportive, kind, and consistent. When out of balance, pretentious, high and mighty. To bring into balance, eat and drink more consciously. I love it. Stay focused on what it is that you need to do. Stay focused on what it is that you need to do. Always be prepared for the things that you need to do. Okay? Let's see here. The spider. Talk to me about this spider. Creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma, North Node. Ashe, that's Gemini right there. Come on with it. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process oriented rather than results oriented. And soon your work becomes like the weaving of magical priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. When in balance, you're appreciative, enthusiastic, and prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, forlorn. To bring into balance, playful creativity. We're going to close this reading, my love, with the dragon. Seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies, witnessing the omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride. And as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire and sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. The dragon and the third chakra, willpower and I can chakra. The subtle energy dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center, okay, your stomach, your gut, is what governs our ability to clearly see both our inner and outer dimensions. My loves, that is your message for the new moon in Gemini solar eclipse. May you enjoy this energy. Manifest, manifest, manifest.